Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This week I'm in Worthing playing the Premier British Tour qualifying. Yeah, this one's on grass, so it's going to be a little bit different and quite interesting to play on. I haven't played in grass in over a year, so we'll see how this goes. But we're going to analyze the match, try and get some good footage for everyone, and yeah, see you guys there. Please like and subscribe for more content. Let's go. Hey guys, so I'm sorry I couldn't get any of the match, but the opponent actually said no, he didn't want me to record. So, fair enough. I can't complain, but yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. I did pull through this match. Here's a score. I made it a bit of a meal of it. I think first set I was cruising. I felt really comfortable playing great tennis, and then these conditions are extreme. The winds are crazy, and the grass just dies and super skiddy. So I had to adjust a lot. Second set, the balls died a bit. The guy played better, but I did ultimately choke the second set a bit. And then tie break, I was ahead, and then I had flashbacks to Croatia a bit. I started losing the lead, but I did pull through. So yeah, I've got a next match soon against a seeded player. Hopefully we can film this one. Here we go. I'm playing Benjamin Johnson. He is seeded in this qualifying draw, meaning he hasn't played a match yet. I've just come off a 3-setter about an hour ago, so after eating, I'm just trying to recover, and my body's starting to feel it a little bit, as unexpectedly the grass is quite physical actually for everyone, because the ball stays so low, so obviously that affects the way you stand up. You're going to be quite low to the ball to try and use your swing a little bit shorter and time the ball out in front. And then over the period of the match, you change in direction a lot. It's quite physical in your legs and your hips and your various parts of your body. So I knew going into the second match of the day, I didn't really want that many long rallies, and I feel like, especially on grass, it's tailored towards short rallies anyway. So whoever can get on the front foot, press forwards into the net and try and finish with a volley will be ideal. That will save my body, but also I think it tailors towards my game a little bit as well. Like, I want to play to my strengths, which is attacking whenever possible. So yeah, of course I want to do as much of that as possible. Now my opponent here has a really good first serve, and he's quite skillful with his hands. So I knew it wasn't going to be easy, because he was comfortable handling slices and different situations in the court. He wasn't unfamiliar to any of those places. So I knew I had to work for everything and try and create my own opportunities. And whether I could execute that, you'll see in the match. But yeah, I just wanted to do my best to try and stay relaxed, play free, and then give myself as many opportunities while limiting unforced errors and being a presence on the court, being a force to reckon with if I come forwards, and try and apply that pressure. So yeah, that's what I'm really trying to do in this match. And of course then you can see some little hustle points like this. Sort of weird points that you don't get every single tournament, A lot of it is just moving around, creating opportunities, and that's, giving away unforced errors like that just won't help. But yeah, as we go further on the match, we get a feel for our games. And the conditions were quite tricky, to be honest. Of course, it's the same for both of us. And whoever can handle that better. It's extremely windy, but the wind comes and goes, so you never expect it. It's not like it blows left and then you have an idea where the ball's going. Combining with the quick surface, it's really hard to make contact. So yeah, it's pretty tricky. But I've played in various other places with big winds, so I'm no stranger to it. And I think the more I play, the more I get better with dealing with it, especially mentally, because it's easy to get frustrated. Everyone's going to get frustrated when you can't do what you want to do. So yeah, it's just about dealing with that, recouping, and going again every time. As you can see, I hit quite a nice deep shot, but I wasn't able to follow up. I retreated pretty poorly with my footwork. He caught me off guard. He managed to drop shot. And yeah, so you can see there an example of a big serve that he's got. As soon as he nails it towards the corners of the box, it's just really difficult to get out of that situation. Do my best to rally here and press whenever I could. I saw an open space. I've got to just try and hit that ball well. managed to overpower me from the back there. You know, I didn't really get out of the way for some of these shots because of the wind. It felt like my contact point was constantly moving, so I just have to be better at that. Unreal dive, but yeah, I didn't get the ball, unfortunately. Just getting that return back into play is always, you know, a good sign. As you can see, I hustled really well there to whip that cross, but with the wind blowing, it just didn't do anything, just died and gave it to him at the net. Again, nice return, get myself close into the net. And the same for him, so he tried to lob, but the wind is pushing it constantly, so just wasn't able to find any depth. Managed to keep that approach really low, but in the end it wasn't good enough. He managed to pass me. Great serve from Ben there.
Oh, lamb feet!
You can see them getting a little frustrated. You know, suck it up and keep going. That was a nice point from me. Opened it up quite well. Generous call there, I must say. Lovely deep shot. You can see how that effective that is. I can open up the court. I don't know how he's managed to slap that down the line. That is ridiculous. But yeah, too good from him. Horrendous volley, but I made up for it with that strong backhand down the line. Such a choke of a volley. Can't believe I've done that, but again, dealing with the wind has to be better. Can't give easy points like that away. Same thing applies, I just can't do anything with the lobs here. I'm doing everything I can to hit it hard, but it's just pushing against the wind. He managed to reach every single smash. Great kick from Ben. You know, I can't really do much about that with the kind of bounce that just came off the surface. We had the right idea there, but I managed to keep that low to his feet. I think that's pretty important, especially when the player's coming in. Got to make them play that volley. Can't be giving slices away like that. I feel like, you know, that's one of my strong points is all the hand skills, and if I can't win point after point, you know, guaranteeing myself when I'm in those situations, then yeah, it's just not good enough the majority of the time. Such a scuffy point. I mean, yeah, just trying to find contact is really difficult when the wind's blowing the ball in various positions that you're not used to. Or not expecting, should I say. Great pass from Ben. But yeah, it just often makes you a little bit tentative sometimes because you want to make the ball in. There. Great lob. Oh what kind of bounce was that? I was doing everything I can to flop around and try and hit the ball. But no, I was just saying, yeah, it's just difficult to time everything because on one hand you need to make balls in, and the other hand, you know, you need to hit with a good enough quality that the surface will play for you and hit a nice deep skiddy shot, which is really difficult to deal with. So yeah, you know, it's a balance of everything. I think part of it is mental and how you approach each shot. Because you can always decide to go for it, and it's a balance whether it's too much or too little. There, I'm not doing anything to get past him. Yeah, I was always going to lose that point if I can't do anything, so just got to do better than that. Great serve. I think throughout this match, that was a really key turning factor. I wasn't making enough serves or anywhere near as many first serves as I would like to hit. I think that will give me many more opportunities, especially on a grass court where it's difficult to return anyways. And if I'm not allowing myself to hit first serves and get on top of the point, you know, I'm just going to be struggling the whole time. So that's an area of my game in this match. Yeah, I should have done way better in. was quite happy with my returning though throughout the match, to be honest. I feel like I was doing as well as I could to get it low and back into play. Yeah, just regret not having a good serving day. A lot of these points of return is just about hustling and trying to find a way through and make it ugly for him. Another forehand pickup from a low slice. Strange bounce there. And so off balance, but you know, I'm just doing it whatever I can to make the ball in. Lovely low slice, and he's just flicked that right on the line, so yeah, well done to him. That's just too good. Blasted out of my head, but managed to get out of the way. Great serve. I think that just caught the line. Fair call from Ben. Nice flat backhand from me there, especially coming in here. An atrocious miss. I kicked myself so hard for that. It was right up there for me, and you can't see it on camera, but the ball just blew forward, so it completely threw me off. But yeah, no excuses there. Just have to make that. That's poor. Unbelievably bad bounce there. Just literally died, rolled on the ground. Yeah, but that's the type of tennis you'll see on here. It's just standard. Yeah, such a weird point, but yeah, often get a few of those. Keeping that chip really nice and low to his feet. I think I did a great job there. Block return, stopped him from coming forwards. Got to stay in the rally. Look for my opportunity here wherever I get it. Really trying to push with his forehand for an opportunity to come in. Fix that slice, drop from too short. I just had no backswing and no preparation for that shot. This was not good enough. The drop shot just wasn't good enough. You know, I'm there for the picking. That's probably that from him. I got to do better with that second shot. Return there. I'm on the forehand. Got to be pressing now. Super good depth and width. That is horrendous. Horrific miss from me. Have to be putting a drop shot. I felt like I was in two minds potentially. See, points like that where it's nice and clinical, short point, great approach. That's what I need more of. It's up to me whether I can find it. Forehand. Just ran out of options there. Quick enough. Nice simple point there from me. Get the game switch ends. Still serving for it. Great passing shot. I'm trying to still fight and stick in the game. Make it known that it won't be easily given up. And there we have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking along. Yeah, show your support below. And I will see you guys in the next tournament.